Well, hey Gundam Maniacs, welcome to another episode of Gundam Explained. So I recently picked up this manga called École du Ciel. But anyway, it seems pretty cool. It takes place in 0085 in the Universal Century, so like right before all the Zeta action goes down. So it's really cool to figure out what's going on during that time. You know, what I really love about getting Gundam manga is not only the art, but how it also has technical information on just some of the machinery in here. And I love seeing drawings like this. And we do get a lot of information on some of the characters, but for the sake of this video, we're going to touch on this training GM. It's quite interesting. So check this out about the Headless Mobile Suit GM TGM-79C. Notice the GM. And again, I like that we get some details. So this is like an interview. We'll go on that, touch on that here in a second. And I just, again, love to see the drawings and a little bit more like technical information on these mobile suits. All right, so the TGM-79C GM K-Nerd, I guess that's what it's called. And here we go. Quick picture of it. Love the color scheme here where there's a lot of blue. Mechanically, it has a lot in common with the Alex. So I guess during that time, the Alex would have still been considered kind of high performance for what it was, specifically a Gundam. So by 85, I can see where some of that technology would be retrofitted on like different types of mobile suits like GMs. Here's a ground look, and I really like that interesting backpack. So, I mean, you take that no head, interesting backpack, but everything else looks very similar to what we expect from a GM, and it's a very cool look. So the TGM-79C GM K-Nerd is essentially a headless GM, and its design features an outer layer composed of plastic parts that will weather damage and be cheaper to replace than full metal. The GM K-Nerd can operate on the ground and in space, and its standard weaponry include a beam rifle, a beam saber, and a shield. Its cockpit monitor supports both the standard 120-degree view of early Zeon mobile suits and the panoramic view incorporated into later machines. The GM K-Nerds can be remote controlled by the TGM-79C GM Canes using a system termed Synchro Mode that allows the instructor pilot to take control of nearby GM K-Nerds during an emergency. And here's a quick look at the Canes, perhaps, and how it's more of a traditional GM because of the head, but also like what's going on in the shoulders there. Okay, so going back to this interview, because I'm curious about like what kind of inspired this design. When designing this mobile suit, to what did you pay particular attention? And the interview here is with a Sayama, which, yes, it says mechanic design Yoshinori Sayama? Yoshinori, I think. And it's interesting because it even says written and illustrated by Haruhiko Mikimoto. So that really does cement that they have, you know, mechanical designers for the sake of getting the mobile suits looking cool. All right, when designing this mobile suit, to what did you pay particular attention? Sayama, an important part of the MS design is the head. When you first look at something, your eyes go straight for the face, so I always struggle to come up with new designs that make each MS unique. So this time I decided I could make it special by taking away the head. Without the head, the first thing the viewer notices is the silhouette of the body, and that makes me happy as the designer. My idea is that the first glance be at the entire body, and the second glance be at the face. Which, yeah, I mean, look, glancing at this, again, we're kind of seeing that, yeah, the GM command in general, that sort of design of GM in Universal Century. I think, yeah, it's kind of started around War in the Pocket. And it all looks traditional, looks great. And then you see this really neat, yeah, training thing here. And then right here, I guess it's supposed to be top-down view looking at that. Okay, the École bird's eye view. This is what École looks like from above. Sama-san designed it so the MS could sit down while waiting to be launched. You can see two square blocks on each side of the MS tower. It looks nice if you imagine mobile suit sitting there. And here is the single rider training model GM. Again, it's funny to see GM spelled out that way. I don't know if it's like a play on people calling it GM in the series when it's not like officially called that anywhere, titled that anywhere. Not technically, at least. And again, getting some nice mechanical drawings, side view, back view. I love how it looks like a traditional GM, but very unique backpack and head thing going on. And here's a little tidbit here. The head part is attached from above and the backpack part is from the side. Sayama, yes, the backpack can be removed. It's technically a GM, so if I changed too much, when it would no longer appear to be a GM, so I only drastically changed the head and back from behind. It makes a big difference if you add something different in the middle of the body. In my opinion, when it comes to the body, your attention usually looks past the hands and feet initially, so if you design the center area well, then even if the hands and feet are simple, the design can leave a big first impression. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, it really is if you look at that. Like, I'm not even paying attention to the hands and the feet, and I just love the way this looks. And some more cool stuff is I like this multi-rider seats. So there's some of these gym models maybe I'll talk about in another video, like this training model here that has a head. It has a seat for 3. That's kind of very cool in universe for a lot of reasons. It could be, you know, for training or maybe some sort of recreational thing people could do where they can ride together in a mobile suit. Well, anyway, just wanted to kind of show off this new sort of lore thing going on that I just didn't know too much about, and it's how the training would have worked. Because I'm thinking by 85 in the UC timeline, this is at the height of everything, right? You got the Titans that are experimenting like crazy to get like the most powerful mobile suits out. I would think a lot of money would be pumped into state-of-the-art things for purposes of training, experimenting. So it's really cool that they were able to create these GMs that, from a design point, just in general for Gundam new mobile suits, having that sort of design without the head and that unique backpack is just cool on its own. But the lore implications also work. Very neat that they would have something kind of minimalist in a way, designed like that, giving off the look of a training unit. And not to forget, I love that multi-rider gym, 3 people sitting in there. That's pretty cool. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. Did anyone else happen to check out this manga series, École du Ciel? Let me know below and what you think, if you read through it all. I see there's a lot to go through. I haven't started this yet, just kind of reading the technical stuff. I love, you know, the mobile suit designs, but yeah, I plan on wanting to go through the story anyway, because I am curious about that time period in the Universal Century. I feel like that's some of my favorite. So anyway, thanks for watching, and thanks for all the supporters that make this possible. Check the links in the description if you're into something like that, and even check out our Discord. We have a lot of fun there. But until next time, be cool.